hearts now. This a quick one, but we're gonna dive into it. Who do y'all think is more loyal? I know one or two of y'all might have touched on this, but who do y'all think more loyal, men or women? Josh, let's go.
Men.
Okay, simple. Mike.
It's hard to say. I can't even answer the question that way. You know, I have to put something else on it.
Go ahead.
It depends on the situation. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
More loyal in a situation as far as like dealing with something that needs to be done around the house and dealing with the woman and things of that nature. A woman could be more loyal to a man as far as like just being faithful. You know what I mean? Because I think a man will step out and deal with infidelity faster than a woman. You see what I'm saying? That's what I think. So
I got a quick question. So you would tie faithfulness and loyalty to the same thing? You would say they're synonymous?
I would because I feel like loyalty is a part of being faithful. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the definition of loyalty.
Yeah.
The definition of loyalty, and they're the same thing of putting your ties to someone, and when you're in a relationship, you both understand that. Okay, it's going to be monogamous.
If that was the law, that y'all laid down, yes.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I would agree with that because the definition does speak about being faithful to the oaths and the commitments or whatever it is have. So if both of y'all decided the law of the relationship, then I totally agree with you upon the definition that would be there with loyalty.
Right.
But what if it's a situation? Because nowadays, man, most people don't really lay law down. Like most people, they start dating, they have some sex, all of a sudden they together. Ain't no law laid or nothing. They just together. So if a situation comes like that and there's an infidelity, that wouldn't really be you trying loyalty then, because y'all never talked about it, right?
Yeah, no, definitely not. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
and I'm a grown man and I understand things like that.
Cool.
I'm not no little child when it comes to dealing with a relationship. So with that being said, if the law hasn't been laid down, by all means, you have the right. You have the right. But then I've dealt with situations to where, okay, it should be understood and it doesn't have to be explained because we never said we were together. So if I step out, you coming at me some type of way, why in the hell are you doing? Why? It doesn't make sense. We never said that we were together. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You pretty much gotta establish a loyal path though.
Right.
Because a lot of people do make these assumptions, and that's why I brought that up. Because there's so many people, man, when they get involved, it be like, oh, you being disloyal, but it was like, there was never no law. Like I can't go against a law that was never given.
What was the old saying? You make an ass out of yourself by assuming.
There you go. All right, cool. I got to finish it up. Jern, who you think more loyal, man, men or women?
It just depends, man. It really depends on the person, I think. So I won't say men because obviously there are some disloyal men and disloyal women as well. So it just depends on the person. That's why I go with it.
Go ahead. What you about to say, Josh?
I'm about to say, I mean, men and women are disloyal. I agree, but who are disloyal the most? Like women can be in a relationship married for 20 years and have a side nigga for 19 of them, and you would never know.
Okay, wait. So while Josh is right there, right? So this question, right? I'm gonna get directly to the relationship, but this right here is a general sense. Like I mean, like everyday life, not only when it comes to men and women, because I know Mike kind of homed in on more on the relationship side, but I'm talking about even when it comes to like women with other women. and men with other men. I'm talking about overall. Who typically displays more loyalty? Not only, we're going to get to relationships, but I'm talking about overall.
Right. And I still say the same thing. I still say it depends on the person, just like Jeremy said. You know what I mean?
It's a tough one.
Unless we have
a
counter and we can survey damn near the whole world,
I got you.
never truly know. You feel what I'm saying? But speaking on certain aspects, we can say, oh, men are more loyalty in this aspect, women are more loyalty in this aspect. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm thinking.
All day.
I got you. I agree. No, I agree with you. Right. All right, Matt. Let's go, man. Come on, man. What you seeing out here in these streets?
This is a tough one right here, boo. I mean, I would say when you say overall, as far as how women are in general, how men are in general, I would say men are more loyal. I think if you look at it more micro and deal with it, if I deal with it personally, I would say if a females, their actions are tied to their emotions a lot of times. And if you don't bring sex into it and you just get to know a female and she rock with you based on the person you are, females will do a whole lot for you if there's no sex involved. I think when you add sex, once sex gets involved and the feelings get mixed up, that's when that kind of breaks away. But I would definitely say, like, dealing with certain females, there's females that'll get you out of jail. They're giving me money. Females that go the whole nine if they just knowing you and you just rocking with them and you don't bring the sexual part into it. Now, I would say with dudes are more, if it's not like dudes you're growing up with, when you moving in this fast, like I move around a lot, dudes are more so trying to establish their dominance. They're more so like the ego thing we talk about. Dudes are trying to be number one. We competitive. So a lot of times I will see if a female believe you that dude, I tend to get more loyalty from females when it comes to newer people I meet in the walks of life. If you at a job, like I say, people talk about this all the time. Managers, they hire women assistants because they trust that woman assistant more so than the male assistant, because the males, they're trying to get your position. Females are okay being under that person if they feel like, you know, they're in a great position, they're making a good enough money, but dudes want to be dominant. So I think it's definitely according to the situation.
Some of them. That's what I say. It still goes back to.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No absolutes.
Right.
So I definitely agree with a lot of things that we saying, but I think like when we channel in like overall, right? Because I do agree like what Mike's saying too. Like I think it depends on situations. Because there are certain situations where women can display loyalty a lot more than men. But I think that when we talk about overall, I think I would say men. And I know like if I was to talk about relationships, I would say that in the relationships is a 50-50 split.
Yes.
But then when I talk about same-sex loyalty, that one I think is not a 50-50 split. I think most men typically tend to carry a certain level of code, like how Mike was going in early, and it was like, it's one of them things that we kind of understand that we maneuver with and we dial into. I think that when it comes, now there are disloyal men. I'm not saying all men, but there are disloyal men. But I think men do carry a certain level of a code amongst each other that typically we will carry loyalty amongst each other more throughout. And with women, because women are so emotional, y'all hear it all the time. Most women say they don't really fuck with women. They don't like hanging with chicks.
Right.
Most women don't really carry loyalty amongst each other like that. It's really more selfish for them. Now, relationships, I believe it's a 50-50 split. I think it's 50-50. But I think when we started talking about like how we carry ourselves amongst our own like men and men and then women and women, that's definitely like 50-50. I don't even think women really fuck with each other to that degree. I think women do a lot of like how the young people say, they do a lot of capping and putting on, but I don't really think they really hold each other down like that. I don't think women really got that loyalty to each other.
Right. I mean, because women, it's like they do a whole lot of scheming and they want to be in that situation. It's like, if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. So I ain't about to be around you. I'm not playing no damn snake in the grass. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing none of that. You know what I mean? But women, on the other hand, they could be sneaky and conniving. You know what I'm saying?
Petty.
They would want to go around that situation. talk about that person, play friends, play the game, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't about that game. It's like if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you, period.
I agree with you on that because a lot of dudes, they don't mess with somebody. They just stay away. Females to be up under you all the time, and then you find out they be talking about you all the time. You're like, why would you even be around me if you don't like a person?
Right.
See, that's a lot of the aspect that I was challenging to. That's why I was like, women to deal with you and be disloyal as fuck, but in your face every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Most dudes, like, yo, if a nigga really don't fuck with you, that nigga be like, yo, I don't fuck with that nigga like that. And they separate themselves. So that's why when I was posing the question, and I'm talking about overall, I would say men. Only because I'm talking about like all the avenues. But I do think if we was a channel relationships, I think it's a 50-50 thing. Because men are super disloyal at times, women are super disloyal at times. That I agree with Mike when it was like, man, we can do polls and all this other shit. That shit just would be difficult and very, very, very hard to get into. So I definitely agree with that.